Okay, good morning everybody. It's Monday the 7th of July and welcome to the Three Pigs in the Live Market. This presentation, this walkthrough on the charts, it assumes that you have knowledge of the Three Pigs trading strategy. It's a free ebook and it's available on Forex Useful over here. Products, free products, and if you register you'll get access to these other products as well. So Three Pigs and Day Trader Indicator, Price Action, Trading with Confluence, and a Pivots ebook. And the indicator I'm using today, that's also available on the website if you go over Products and Three Little Pigs Swing Trade Indicator. So into the markets. Start off with Aussie dollar. Not much going on here for us at the moment. The weekly trend is up, which we can see here. The daily trend is down, which we can see here where the price is trading below the moving average. And on the 4-hour, we're just waiting for confirmation here. We're waiting for the weekly to move down, where we'll be interested in taking these down arrow trades, or more likely we're looking for the daily to catch up again, and then we'll start looking for the long trades and the green arrows. Just quickly mention as well, I have turned the chat on here, so if you've got any questions, just fire away. Hopefully I'll pick them up. Still not quite got the hang of it, but hopefully we'll start to pick them up if you fire away some questions. On to EURJPY. We're in a downtrend here. We can see weekly we're in a clear downtrend here, and on the daily we've been pretty much down as well. No change from last week's update really. And we've been we had a losing trade here. We've been in a nice trade since this entry here at the end of June. Nice tight stop. We've got a nice profit running here. So basically I'm just trailing this now behind the moving average, and I'll just wait until EURJPY does its thing and carries on, or comes back and takes my trailing stop. EURJPY, we've got confirmed uptrends here, which we can see on the weekly, and the daily just moved up as well last week. So we've been chopped in a little and chopped out, so we're not making any money here, actually losing a little bit over the last couple of weeks or so. But basically we're still taking the signal. This was the last one. We got stopped out here, and now we're just waiting for a new green arrow, and if we get it, both trends are up here, so any confirmation here and we'll be long again in the market on EURJPY. Euro USD, a little bit different. We can see the weekly's up only just, the daily's down only just, so could go either way here. Just basically waiting for these two trends to come into sync, up and up or down and down. So no trades here at the moment. On to cable. I ran through the cable trade on the update that I sent out on Saturday, I think it was. And basically we've been involved in this trade since here. Got a nice entry. I've got a trailing stop in place now to take at least 3 times the initial risk on this trade. We did have a losing trade here, but that was after a winning trade from way back here where we made 6 times return. So hopefully looking for a return of around 10 times initial risk minus the loss, so about 18% based on 2% risk per trade there in since the middle of June. So cable's treating us kindly at the moment, and we can see that quite evident. Weekly, everybody knows cable's making new highs, so the daily's following here, and we've been making nice profits on the 4-hour chart. On to USD CAD. We're down at the moment. I had a losing trade here, just stopped out. So we can see the downtrend here just changed on the weekly. This could of course just change back up for looking at long trades, but the daily is nicely down, and when this 4-hour candle closes, which will be in a couple of hours time, if we get a down arrow, we'll be back in on this signal and take a new short trade. On to USD Swiss, nothing much happening here. The indicator showing we're down and we're up we're down on the long-term weekly, and we're up. So downtrend here on the weekly, and we've just moved up on the daily. The likelihood here is we're going to move back down on the daily, but you know, nobody knows what's going to happen. Sit and wait basically till they both line up, and then we just take the signals as and when they come, when all the trends are confirmed. On to USDJPY. The weekly trend's been a couple of years now. The daily trend, that's just moved back up last week. And then the 4-hour, I think it was this candle here that we got back in. Ola, do you have to manually move the trailing stop behind the SMA 34? Yes, Ola. I manually moved the SMA, the trailing stop behind the SMA on the SMA 34 on the 4-hour chart. I try and look every 4 hours, but you know, I have to sleep, so if it's every 8 hours or every 12, you can see this is quite a big move because we had a strong move here. But generally, it doesn't move too fast, too quickly, so moving the trailing stop, I don't worry about missing a candle or two, so no problems there. If you miss a candle or two, you're going to miss a small increment, and you know, swings and roundabouts. Sometimes you'll not move it, and you'll be better off for not moving it, and sometimes you know, you'll lose a few pips. But I don't worry about, you know, when I'm sleeping, I don't worry about missing a candle or two, or if I'm away from the screen. Sorry, on this USDJPY, I think the entry was on close of this candle when the weekly was up. We're just waiting for the daily price to move above the daily moving average to get the up confirmed here. I think it was this candle, so still in USDJPY long here. Anybody who missed this can wait for the pullback, and then assuming we get a new green arrow, they can take the long signal, assuming these both still line up, of course. Quick look at gold. Gold's recently turned up on the weekly. It turned up in March and came back down again, and just in June it started to come above the moving average again. The daily's following, and the 4-hour, it's quite choppy here. We had a nice trade here, but this is a losing trade, so any confirmation back here again, and it's a signal to take a long trade on gold. And that's about it for 3 pigs this week. While I just wait for questions to come through, somebody emailed me, and 2 people emailed me and asked me to quickly look at no indicators. This is the strategy that's also available on the website under products, and it's here, no indicators trading strategy. So I'll just pick up on that. There was an update in the newsletter, but here we go. This is where we took the long trade with the initial stop. We came up, we made this high, retraced, we broke the high here, so the trailing stop moved up to here. Once we retraced again, broke this high, we then moved the trailing stop up to here. Now I'm just waiting. Hopefully if I get price move above here, I'll move the trailing stop to here. Else I'm just happy to just see what happens here. If price comes down here, I'll be short in the market, and my initial stop will be somewhere up here. But I'm hoping for a cable to just push on up here, and then I can move this break-even stop to in the money, and then just trade the strategy as it should. This is Euro USD. This was at the beginning of June. So this is where the entry was. We had a big spike down here. It's probably something to do with some news. I don't know what. Maybe it was probably non-farms. So after this move, big stop loss. So we came down, almost went into a new short trade here, but we moved up, made a new high here. Up to you whether you move the stop loss here. It's only a matter of 20 pips or so. I've marked it for convenience sake, but basically my stop's still down here. So happy to be long here until I see a push up here, or until this gets broken down here and I take a short trade with the stop up here. This is all explained in the manual. This is probably the most boring trade of the year. EURJPY on NITS. We took the first short trade of the year was here, and we got stopped out for a small loss. Since then we've been long since the beginning of March, and basically on the 4-hour chart price has just been moving around doing nothing and not allowing us to do much really. In terms of EURJPY, whilst it's been doing this within these big ranges, what it means is that on the 15-minute chart, which I often like to trade if I get time intraday, there's some nice moves with the higher highs and higher lows here. Not a particularly great example, but basically if the 4-hour chart's doing this and it's quite boring for you, or you're not making a lot of money, usually these moves here, something like this, here, this means that you can be making money on the 15-minute chart. Although it can be a little bit tedious on the 4-hour times, the 15-minute chart, if you get time, it does help pay off those boring periods. So that's about it. That's 3 little pigs and also NITS covered as well. And once again, 3 little pigs strategy, free ebook available here under free products, where you get access to all the others as well. Swing trade indicator I've been using today is available here on the website. And no indicators trading strategy, which I covered at the end, is available here. Any questions, just feel free to contact me at the usual email address. Hope it was useful. All the best.